Now, I ain't one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicles Speak. This is 19-year-old Kenneka Jenkins. She was found dead in a freezer on Sunday, more than 20 hours after she went missing following a hotel party held at a suburban Chicago hotel. She was last seen with her quote-unquote bestie, Monifa Sheldon, who claims she has absolutely no idea what happened to the teen.
Her friend called me at 4:34 in the morning and stated to me that she was missing. I mean, they couldn't find her. She had been lost for like 2 hours. I think there's more to it. Somebody got to know something.
According to reports, the party was held for Miss Irene Roberts. She's friends with the quote-unquote best friend, Monifa Shelton. She's the girl with the dry lips in the Facebook Live video that I'm sure all of you have seen. So far in attendance, we have Miss Irene, this girl here, the bestie Monifa Shelton, and Kenneka, whose face was not featured in the video at all. There were guys that were in attendance as well, and you can tell by seeing them in her shades and also different segments of the video, you can see glimpses. Now, Irene even recording this live from Monifa Shelton's phone, which went directly on Monifa Shelton's page, has incriminated them all in more ways than they can even imagine. I'm telling you, from this simple Facebook Live video, these super sleuths that we have online, I promise I love you guys. You guys have dissected this video. You've been able to give the names and addresses of everybody involved. You guys have done a better job than the people on First 48. This Instagram user here was able to take the video, cut out some of the background noise to where you can hear the girl say, "They stupid, they in there raping a girl." And Irene says, "I told y'all."
You look pretty. Happy birthday. Thank you. Good as had my kid. I told you.
Right there. That's exactly what she said. I know it might not sound that clear. It says they stupid. They in there raping her. That's exactly what it says in there. So I'm gonna show you what I did. What I did for the particular video was I went in and I took the audio. And here's the audio. And just so you know, the topic it's the same thing. The actual title, same thing. So here's the audio. This is what it sounds like.
Good as had my kid. I told you.
Okay.
A lot of people have claimed that they can also hear Kenneka in the video say, "Help me," and Irene turns the music back on. Also in the video, you can hear Monifa express her concern to her quote-unquote bestie Kenneka about her enjoying herself.
Yeah.
So word on the Super Sleuth Street is that Monifa wanted to get with one of the guys, but Kenneka wasn't wanting to get with the other one. She was trying to coerce her quote-unquote bestie to let loose and have fun. Kenneka was having fun, but she wasn't trying to have that kind of party go on. You can definitely tell by everyone in the room that something clearly was going wrong. One of the guys there was clearly ready to go, but I think the other one wasn't going to be through until he had sex with Kenneka. So he says, "Are you riding with me or what?" And I guess the other one didn't want to come. So he said, "Yo, you tripping, man." This all happens after Kenneka says, "Help me." Her friend tries to coerce her into having fun, and then you hear these guys going back and forth.
What the fuck? Check it out. Yeah.
Well, there's different variations of the story that happen next. They're saying that the best friend, Miss Monifa, went to go have sex with one of the guys and she left her friend Kenneka. Well, she came back and they said that they saw her taking Kenneka out of the room and she came back without her and they never saw her again. Well, here's another variation of what might have went down.
She done ducked off with the other nigga. Once she done probably got busted down for all we know by the ice machine or the vending machine. You know how hotels have little ducks and cuts, stairways, anything. She about left her best friend with that dude just to go get her satisfaction off with the other nigga off somewhere in the stairway or anything. And she came back looking for her best friend like, damn, where the fuck they go? Where the fuck they go? So now she looking for her best friend. She can't find her best friend. Meantime, between time, dude who she done ran off as fuck, he's done. He done dipped off. So now while she's around this hotel looking for her motherfucking friend, she can't find her friend because the nigga she left her motherfucking friend with done went and fucked your friend and your friend was somewhere fighting back. And this nigga probably done accidentally choked that baby out and done choked that little girl to death. Fucked that little baby, got his rocks off, and didn't know what to do with that little girl and drugged that little girl. She ain't give no keys or none of that.
So while they're going around looking for her, Kenneka's quote-unquote friends contact her mother and let her know that they have her car, her keys, and her phone, and they'll be bringing her car back home to her. Now, why in the world would you be willing to bring the girl's belongings back home and not the girl? Like, seems like you would stay on the scene until you figure out what's going on. You bring her stuff back home as if she's never coming back. At this particular point in time, they still had no clue as to her whereabouts. So while Kenneka is still missing, this comes about. Someone says it's more to the story, and I think the two hoes that was seen last with her no more. Monifa says, girl, you talking, y'all asses didn't even help come look for her. Fuck you making statuses, y'all didn't even bother motherfuckers. No, I wouldn't do anything to hurt Kenneka. Then the girl goes on to say, cause bitch, y'all the one making a joke. Stupid bitch, moral of the story, bitch, you and Maya were the last one to see her. So Monifa responds and says, who the fuck making this as a joke? The whole hood just seen y'all goofy asses laughing when y'all just pull off. Said you talking, but your ass didn't help look for her. Y'all bail out that hoe. Fuck. So then the girl says, I'm up here at the hotel as we speak. Meanwhile, her so-called best friend standing on the block. So then the girl's sister, Kenneka's sister, ends up getting into the conversation and pretty much tells them, instead of going back and forth on Facebook, why don't y'all help me find my sister? Now, I'll be darned if my best friend or so-called best friend is at home on Facebook when she needs to be out looking for me. That right there makes me question this girl. So Monifa pretty much explains to the sister that everybody was out there square and they was drunk and this, that, and the third. And the sister pretty much says that, you know, unless you're at home, you don't need to be off your square. First of all, y'all don't even need to be drinking, but if you're going to do it, don't do it to the point where you can't, know your surroundings, that one person can't look after the other. So if anything, you're supposed to be my sister's best friend, you should have had her back. Irene makes this comment, Kenneka was drunk, over with. I don't know why she carried her out the room and leave her out there by herself, and she knew she was drunk. I just want to know how she gone that fast. It's obvious that the best friend, or the quote-unquote best friend, has a lot more information than she's trying to give out. And the thing about this, when people's lives are on the line, they're telling you you might get life, they're telling you might get this, you might get that. I guarantee you people will start singing. Now, after Kenneka's mother had made several trips back and forth to the hotel, she was finally told that her daughter was found in the freezer. There was no food in the freezer, and the freezer was cut to the lowest temperature possible. The police had footage of Kenneka being drunk and barely being able to stand up, yet and still she was able to open the freezer on her own and walk inside.
Freezer, I know, at my job, and it won't open. Now, remind you, you can't even hold your balance.
Yeah,
Walk.
right.
So now, you got to struggle, and at my job, with our coolers, you got to have some strength to yank these doors open.
Yeah.
Now, remind you, they said she couldn't barely hold herself up, yet alone pull open the door.
Right.
And they said, the police department said, freak accidents like that do happen.
Now, Monifa is trying to prove her love for her quote-unquote best friend, posting all these images of them two online, but she was not one of the ones that was there at the room the whole time trying to find her when she went missing. This chick is very suspect. Now, yesterday, Miss Irene went to the police department to give her account on what happened. Someone was inside the police department and recorded her without her knowledge. Now, she's in there talking to one of her family members, pretty much placing all the blame on Monifa.
They talk about the girl body now, y'all hear them?
I ain't young. I ain't new to this.
She saying she ain't new to this. They saying Monifa did, and ain't no way you could lose a human being that fast. Let you run around no more. So they basically accusing Monifa. They saying that there's no way you could lose a human being that fast. I have no bias in this situation. I'm just here to record and give you people what y'all want. Because everybody want the live. I was saying in the good comments, everybody was asking to see the live, and mad that the live got took down. So a little wrinkle in the system for the people that want to see it.
Stop following me. I'm not following you.
The video is much longer than this. I'll go ahead and cut it now. You pretty much get the gist. But I definitely want to say my condolences to the family. I have daughters, so I could only imagine what the mother is going through right now. I definitely pray and hope that everyone that was involved in this murder, because that's exactly what it is, will be held to the highest extent of the law. This girl's life was just tragically thrown away. She wanted to be a lawyer. There's so much in life that she had ahead of her. And because of someone else's, stupidity, she's now dead. Her mother is without one of her daughters. Her nieces and nephews are without an aunt. Her sister is without a sister. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. So I definitely will be praying for this family. I'm going to put links to her mother's GoFundMe page to pretty much help with the investigation and also help with her funeral expenses. They also have a petition going around to get that hotel shut down. The hotel did not want to give the mother information. They pretty much called the police on her to get her to leave the property before she was able to see her daughter. They pretty much just treated her wrong, and they have a petition to shut that hotel down. I'll be putting that in the description below as well. You guys leave me a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about this entire crazy situation, and I will talk to you guys later.